Say mama, mama. Mama. Hey, y'all. It's been a long time. Another long time. I'm not doing another long. It's been a long time, and I haven't done YouTube videos, and I'm gonna be doing YouTube videos. Y'all gonna see me when you see me at this point, but I'm actually trying to implement some structure into my lifestyle, which will include YouTubing on a regular basis. I would like to add other income streams to me and Caden's lifestyle. I mean, we're rags, but yeah, definitely not trying to go to riches necessarily, but comfortable, breaking generational curses, and just kind of living life the way people who don't have the financial worry of like paying a bill, or like I'm ready to put my bills on auto pay. All of them. Some of them are already, but I'm ready to put all of them on auto pay. I'm ready to increase the limits on my credit cards. I'm ready for my truck. I have a dream car. Yeah. So yeah. All right. So let's get into it. So today's video is gonna be Q&A, and I have the questions. Are you ready, Joel? Look at me and Caden, guys. He's such a cutie patootie. All right. He's asleep. So stuff like this is the only opportunity that I have to do videos because Cocomelon's not in the background and Vietnam's not in the background, so I can't get like copyright infringement, and I can't run the risk of my video being obviously not having the ability to be monetized, because I want all my videos to be monetized. Even if we're making like $1 a day, honey, that's good. That's really good. So let's see. The first question that I would like to answer is, how long was labor? This is a question. This is the first question that's on here, but I didn't want to start with that. But I don't know. So anyway, my labor story, right? I found out that I was pregnant. I was about 8 weeks pregnant when I found out I was pregnant. Very happy, very, very happy. So Caden was a blessing. I definitely said, hey, can I have a Caden? Or can I have a baby? I didn't care if it was a Caden or a Kimani, which would have been my daughter's name. The predicted date of birth was Christmas, which is December 25th. I predicted 12/24, which was in fact his date of birth. Okay, so fast forward to 12/24. I mean, pregnancy was. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. So this is what this is gonna be. So pregnancy was easy. I had an ear infection. Then I broke out in hives because they gave me penicillin. And then I had this week where I couldn't get up. So I was like, wait, hold on, something wrong. So I was in fact pregnant. And outside of that, no pain, no morning sickness, some little discomfort as far as like sleeping goes. But yeah. So labor. All right, fast forward. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep rewinding. Fast forward. Fast forward to 12/24, right? So 12/23. I took my last day off of work, and I handed the keys over to my coverage for my maternity leave, and then I spent that whole day kind of figuring out what I was gonna do next. Trying to build furniture, getting closet together. I don't know, just kind of like anxious to have the baby. So I told his dad that we were having him on the next, the 24th, which was the day after I stopped working. So that day, I was like prepared. I'm like, we have a baby. Well, not so much. Oh wow, wait a minute. I think the 20th. Let me see, because let me go to my calendar. Is it the same day that I stopped working that I went into labor? Caden was born 3/23. a.m. 12:24. So technically it wasn't all the way Christmas Eve, but it was the day before Christmas. So I believe, let's see, I have to see what date that was. That was a whole year ago, shorty. All right, so let's see, December 2019. Yes, it was a Monday. So I stopped working that last day, that last Monday. And I think, yeah, I spent that whole day trying to figure out how to get the baby out, right? So, a bunch of stuff I read online. Ate spicy foods. Did the do. Ew. Um, ew. Um, yeah, just a bunch of stuff. Exercise, yoga, stand on my head, whatever they told you to do. I did a little bit of everything. So, um, Kaden's dad and I were living together, and he was working, I think, maybe days. So anyway, so that whole day is gone. We're watching movies all day, just kind of just getting ready for the baby to get there. Put the bag in the. I think he had done that a couple days before. Put the bag inside of the car or whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did that the day before. Um, yeah, yeah. So anyway, he put the bag in the car, and then it was Labor Day. Even though it wasn't Labor Day, I said we having this baby tonight or tomorrow in the morning, whatever. So watching movies all day. 10 o'clock comes around. He's like, I'm tired. Never goes to sleep at 10 o'clock. I'm like, I'm not going to that. The baby's coming. The baby's coming. So I felt, they were telling me that, you know, I had been to a point where they said Caden was a tiny baby, so they had to monitor him for being small. So they were like, that thing. I don't know what it's called. I'm sorry. Dang, I do wish I did know though. Anywho, I did the thing like twice a week, and they were saying, no, you had a contraction or two or three or four or five, or I was like, no, can't feel it. So I was very tolerant of the pain, I guess, or the discomfort that I was supposed to have that I didn't have. I just did what they told me to do. And they were like, look at the chart. I'm like, whatever, who cares? And they did that up until like almost like the last week before I gave birth. So yeah, so I hadn't felt any pain, but I was a little uncomfortable. So I was like, yeah, this baby's coming. And he was like, well, I'm going to bed. So he went to bed, and I just started to just do a bunch of stuff. Just anything. Pack lunches, clean the refrigerator, watch more TV. I did anything and everything. Because I wasn't going to bed. I was like, you know what, whatever. So let's say 1 o'clock rolls around. 1 p.m. 12:24. And I'm like, I'm gonna take a nap because I guess the baby's not coming. I don't know. I was in active labor at that point, I believe. So, I didn't feel anything. I was like, all right, go to bed. So I lie down, literally. What, girl? Water broke. I'm like, oh, my water broke. I told you I was having this baby today, but he was asleep. So I woke him up. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yes, I'm sure. So, the water broke. I got in the shower. I guess you're not supposed to do that. I got in the shower. And as I was in the shower washing up, the contractions started coming. Like they were like, hey, hey, hey. Like 5 minutes. No, maybe 2 or 3 minutes apart. I don't know, but it was bad. It started, I was like, dang. I thought I didn't feel anything. I thought this was gonna be easy peasy squeezy. We're having this baby. So I got out of the shower. Then I used the bathroom. I was like anxious. Um, and then I guess um, I'm like rushing him because like, what are you doing? Let's go. And he's like, I'm coming or whatever. Pun, no pun intended, but no. Um, yeah, so I'm like rushing him, and then he's like, I gotta poop, and I'm like, what are you gonna do? You gotta poop? What do you mean you gotta poop? So he goes to poop, and then like I like feel like it felt like a second water, and I guess it was my mucus plug because there was like blood or whatever, but like I wasn't trying to hear that. I wasn't trying to hear that at all. So I'm like texting like everybody that I thought was like important at the time to know what was going on. Um, my mom was sleeping. My mom didn't make it. I said that's the reason why I took a nap. I said, you know what? I'm gonna wait until like 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm gonna call my mother, and then we're gonna go have the baby. Psych. So my mom didn't make it. Yep. She probably would have scared me even more than I was afraid. But when he finished his poop, we got in the car and he ran a bunch of red lights. And then we got there and dun, 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 sat me in a wheelchair, and no one was there to check me in. Ironically, an emergency at labor and delivery, no one's available to check me in. I know it's like 2 o'clock in the morning at this point, but it was just so dumb. So I sat there for 15 minutes. I had a rag in my underneath just to stop the bleeding or to like control. I don't know, but I like once we got there, the fear kind of like went away a little bit, but the contractions were still coming. So I was like, imagine like this 10 times like crazier. I'm like, so I'm pissed. No one's there to check me in. So, like I said, sit there for like 15 minutes, and then someone comes in. They're like, just come through. We'll do your bracelet and stuff when we get up there. So they take me upstairs to the room, the first room. Mind you, I went to 3 rooms. Okay, 3. There, I don't think that makes no sense. So they bring me into this room where they're like monitoring the contractions, and they're asking me if I want stuff to like drink or whatever. Apple juice, of course, I chose because that's like my favorite. But yeah, so I'm drinking my apple juice, and I'm like I'm having a ball, honestly. It's like I was in so much pain. I just wanted to like get him out now. Get him out right now. So they're offering me stuff, and they're like, let me know if we can do anything. And I'm just like, give me everything you got. Give me everything you got. The original plan was not to get the epidural. The original plan was to like go natural, completely natural, nothing. So I'm like, give me everything you got. I'm like, I don't know. It's like you turn into a monster when you're pregnant and people are asking you stupid questions. So I'm like, yeah, give me everything you got. So they're like, okay, well, we got to set you up with an IV. And then I'm like, well, I don't want the epidural. So I'm texting my sister meanwhile. And she's like, are you going to get the epidural? I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to. And then I'm just like, give me everything you got. And I'm changing my mind. And I'm like flipping back and forth. And they're like, I'm like, what are my other options? And they're like, there's this laughing gas stuff. And I'm like, all right, give me that. And they're like, we still have to set you up with an IV. So I'm like, I feel this like weird urge to like push. So I'm like pushing, but I'm not like pushing. So she's like, let me check your cervix. So she checks the cervix, and I don't know how they know. But no one's gonna know. 8 centimeters, right? So I'm in all this pain. Give me everything you got. 8 centimeters. What does that mean? I don't know. So then she's like, okay, well, we gotta get you up to the other room. I'm like, what do you mean the other room? I don't know, screaming. I'm thinking, it's 10 other people having their babies around me, and there's like crickets, silence. So I'm mad. I'm like, well, why is no one else having a baby right now? Why is it only me? And why are they asking me stupid questions? And why are they making me do dumb stuff like go up to another room? So I went up to another room, and it's so pretty, the cute little room. And it's like, I guess this is the time and this is the place where I'm gonna have this baby. So they put me in the room, and they sit me there, and I'm like, still waiting, and I'm like changing my mind again, and I'm like, I don't want nothing. And they're like, we can give you, it'll be fast, like it'll be fast. And I'm like, well, I don't think I want anything. And I'm just like, well, you know what? Just give it to me. And I'm like, well, just give me the laughing gas. So I thought it was like easy, like they just put it over your face. And I guess they still had to do the IV thing. So they're like, well, we gotta go get it. I'm like, y'all are done. Why didn't y'all bring it up when you brought me up? And you brought me up twice. This is the second time you put me in another elevator and brought me up to another room. So I'm like, just do it. Just give me anything. So she's talking to me and she's asking me questions that I don't know what kind of questions. They're dumb questions. And to anyone who's having a baby at that very moment, they're dumb questions. So she's like, I don't really know. So I'm like, I feel like I want to push. And she was like, well, if you feel like you want to push, then let's do it. And then the thing that made me the angriest, besides the pain that I was going through, the damn lady told me hold my own legs. She said, hold your legs. What? Why do I have to hold my legs? Why do I have to hold my legs? You do it. You hold my legs. Why do I have to hold my legs? Like, why do I have to hold... I was so angry. Like, the pain, I didn't care about the pain. Why do you want me to hold my own legs? You hold my legs. It's 10 of y'all. Somebody hold one. You hold one. You hold one. And all they doing is, woohoo, push. I'm like, hold a leg, damn it. I don't want to hold them. So, I'm holding my legs. And then I'm pushing. And it took like 5 pushes. And like the story's probably longer than labor because I'm in 17 minutes now. And it took like 40 minutes. From the time I got to the hospital with no one to check me in to the time that my son was actually born was about 40 minutes. Because, I was not going to the hospital and sitting there for 16 hours. That's so boring. I was not doing that. And if I have another baby, I'm not doing that either. I'm going to stay until I might have the baby in the house. Because, no, I'm not going to sit in the hospital for 16 hours. No. So, I didn't get any pain medication because I kept changing my mind. They never had the opportunity to put the IV on me. They moved me like 3 times. It wasn't a nightmare. It honestly was not a nightmare. It was honestly like, it wasn't fast. It didn't feel like it was fast. But compared to like individuals who 24-hour labor, like you're sitting in a hospital bed all day, didn't have to do that. I got there, kid was born. Boom. Then they brought me to another room. Why are y'all moving me again? The room that we were in, that we had the baby in, was beautiful. It was like an oasis, and I don't know if that's like an illusion, because they brought me up to some room that wasn't as beautiful, but I really thought we were going to be up in that room. That was so nice. It was nice. And then I had to pee, and that was hard. And then they wanted me, it's like, it was hard. And like, here I am. First question took me about 18 minutes to discuss. And let's see if there's anything else about labor on here, because I guess I could have that conversation as well. All right, medication. I guess my postpartum journey will be the next video, because who wants to watch 19-minute videos, right? All right, bye.